Does this finally settle the debate over death metal? A new study out of Australia finds that listening to death metal music does not desensitize you to violence, as everybody used to say. Actually, it inspires joy. Researchers had fans and non-fans listen to death metal or pop while looking at disturbing images to see how it affects their sensitivity to violence. Turns out metalheads are just as sensitive to violence as everyone else. In other words, your parents, your principal, and Tipper Gore, they're all wrong and owe you, the metalhead, an apology. In fact, concluded researchers, the dominant emotional response to this music is joy and empowerment. Now, for more on this story, we've got Lars von Larsen on the phone. He's the lead singer of the Norwegian death metal band Satan's Groin. So, Lars, this is a pretty groundbreaking study. What was your reaction when you heard the news? That's great to hear, Lars, but don't you ever worry about your songs inspiring violence? I can see that. It's really a great song. So do you worry this study will ruin your image in the world at large? Well, thanks. I have been hitting the gym more often. You know, we should hang out this weekend, Lars. Fair enough. Thanks, Lars. Kat, did you ever go through a death metal phase?
Uh-huh.
When?
In high school.
Oh.
But this doesn't surprise me at all because it's just media, right?
Yeah.
It's just media. I watch mostly Teen Mom and true crime shows about murder, and yet I've never given birth and I've never given death. Is that a thing? Seriously, I also watch a lot of Toddlers and Tiaras, never put a wig on a child, watch a lot of Intervention, have never taken even a single hit of crack, not to brag.
Oh, thank God.
Played a lot of Mario Kart, still can't drive. If this were true, that media really influenced us the way a lot of people like to say it does, I would be like a serial killing, crack smoking lady with 3 kids from 3 different fathers with a passion for children's choreography. And my apartment would be littered with dead bodies and children, and it just isn't, Greg. So not to brag again. So I think that people really, they overblow it. They really do. And if you do something messed up and blame it on media, you were probably just messed up to begin with.
Morgan? Agree? Disagree?
No, I agree, but why did Lars look like a White Walker from the Game of Thrones?
I have no idea. I don't see skin color.
That's the issue you had with that? It was his looks?
I thought he had quite the voice.
But, you know, we're misleading our viewers a little bit.
What?
Because we didn't say who paid for the study.
Who did?
The Church of Satan and the Cannabis Institute of America.
We tend to leave that stuff out here, so we don't want them to know. Good joke, though.
Thanks!
David?
I mean, I had to prepare.
That was good.
To be honest. It's good.
Yeah. Angela?
Music's affected my life a little bit. You know, I like prog rock, and I subsequently ride a recumbent bicycle. And,
I don't even get that.
I don't know. But death metal, you know, I think it does make people violent. Like, my neighbor listens to death metal. I'm ready to go over there and kill him every night of the week.
Tyrus, thoughts?
Man, between dude going to porns with his mama and that, you having a conversation with your creepy, I don't know, man. It's just, that affected me. So that particular media affected me. I thought about walking over there and bopping you on the head. So Death metal's a little too fast for me. You know, I like when I lift weights. Sometimes I like AC/DC and stuff like that. But I never like took a weight and threw it at somebody because of the song. Like I generally had to dislike somebody to put Barley Harm. It wasn't a, oh, that's my song. Excuse me while I whoop your ass right quick. So I agree with the thing that if you like death metal, do your thing. I mean, no one else is going to do it with you because you're weird as hell. But
it's also hard to pick a fight with a death metal fan. Like, Greg, try to insult me. Like, I'm a death metal fan. Try to insult me.
You look like you are dead.
I can't hear you. My ears are broken.
Thank you. You know what's interesting? So it makes me think about all the metalheads that we were warned about in the 1980s. Now it's been like 30, 40 years. They've all become well-adjusted people. And if you don't believe me, I have some before and afters. These are people that were in metal bands in the 80s. And now what are they doing? So this is the first guy. He was in a band. And this is him now. Check out this guy. He was kind of big in the 90s in Norway, and now, everybody, that's President Bush. In case you can't recognize him, check out this guy. God, look at him. He looks a little scary. Yeah. People don't know he had 3 platinum albums in Scandinavia. Last but not least, you may recognize her. Or maybe you don't, but it's very surprising. She became that.